Getting you set for the sectional final, Mabel-Canton and Spring Grove at Austin on Friday night. Cougar coach Paul Tollefsrud joining us. And coach, your team got here with a victory over Leroy Ostrander, Lyle Pacelli on Saturday. How'd you get it done?
Our defense came up, like they have this at this later in the year. We turned the ball over a couple times late in the game, and they came through and made some great plays, knocking some balls down in the end zone, stopping them on a huge after Leroy had scored on their last touchdown. We were up. We once been up fifth. Yeah, we were up 15, and then they scored, and then we stopped them on a 2-point conversion, which kept it a 2-score game. So the defense came up huge. I'm very proud of them and what that side of the ball is doing for us.
And you faced probably some adversity that you hadn't faced in a while on Saturday with a couple of turnovers and trailing a little bit in that ball game. But how were your kids able to weather the storm and rise to the occasion?
Our word of the week was being to be resilient, and a lot of over the course of the season, I don't know how. I mean, situations that we've been in, we've been down at times, but not as bad as I thought we were on Saturday, and the kids just were resilient. They they end up taking the lead. We scored early in the first half to tie it up and go in 14-14 at halftime, and then they really came out in the third quarter and played exceptional. We scored 15 points and took that 15-point lead, and which was huge, and they weathered our 4 turnovers, and that's the most we've been turned over in this year. So we really weathered some storms and came through, and it's testament to that defense, and then scoring points when we needed to.
And when you talked about your defense getting those stops, did that have like a cumulative effect when the defense rose to the occasion? The offense basically said, you know what, hey, we're going to do the same thing.
Exactly, and it did. I mean, they get a huge stop, and then you have that momentum and stuff, and you want to do what you can to control the clock, and especially in the second half when we had the lead, we really wanted to control the clock and take as much time off as we possibly can, and limit them at those opportunities to get the ball back and score. Because I mean, Leroy has they were an improved team, and they have some great weapons, at wide receiver and at quarterback, and their line is a big group of guys. So it was super huge for the defense to get stops and give us some momentum on offense.
And Friday night, you get ready for the sectional final. Two schools 7 miles apart, traveling 70 miles to play a football game. You defeated Spring Grove the first go around 26-20. What do you take away from that game as you get ready for Friday night?
Yeah, it's going to be. And I told the kids it's going to be a slobber knocker. That it's going to be a physical game, and these kids have played against each other in youth football. We're 7 miles apart. It's a rivalry, and they in the past whatever 15, 20 years. I mean, they've really had really good teams, and we've really struggled against them. But as of late, we've given them games, and that's the last time we played them. We came out on top, and it's going to be a fun atmosphere. That the teams will be ready to play. It's going to be a fun physical game, and it's kids that they they maybe hang out together, and now we get to compete against each other. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
And I know in that first game you got off to that great start, 18-0, and kind of rode the wave after that point. How important will the start of Friday night be?
Yeah, we did, and that's been, hopefully we can do that. I mean, that's been part of our success is to get out to that lead, and then let our defense help take care of business. And yeah, no, it's going to be very important for us to get stops against their good athletes, and then when we have opportunities to put the ball in the end zone, we need to do that, and then capitalize on extra points and 2-point conversions. So that's somewhere where we lacked in the first game, and we scored the first 3 touchdowns, but we didn't convert on any of those 2-point conversions. So it's going to be super huge to make those plays.
So in the big picture, in a matchup that's probably pretty even on paper, the little things are going to mean a lot Friday night, right?
Fundamentals, yep, fundamentals, and limit your mistakes. Whoever wins the turnover battle and limits their, the penalties and stuff like that, I think is going to be the team that comes out top, because we're very, very similar in our, we rely on our defenses, and we able to make some our offense makes some big plays at times. So, we are very similar teams when you look at it that way.
All right, Coach. Ought to be a fun one come Friday night. Always is when two close-in rivals get together, and a trip to the state tournament on the line makes it even that much more fun. Keep your kids healthy. We wish best of luck.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Darian.
Paul Tollefsrud, head coach of the Mabel Canton Cougars. It's Mabel Canton and Spring Grove from Austin on Friday night.